see here. Okay, so now let's get that. This is on Webback Live. We're back. Hey, Woody. So I actually tried. Annie, how you doing? Andy, how you doing? Yeah, we actually tried looking at some other spots there in that canyon and couldn't find something, and it's kind of a drag. It is. Hey, Laura. Hey, thank you for the resub. Thank you. So this is where I was before. We were trying to get down the McCalmy River Canyon. I did take a video of that. I'll put in Discord where I was down by the rapids. Hey, Sue. So we've been 2 bridges down. We've actually been on that bridge. Best pizza place in the world right there. Going good, Nanny? Going good. I do have somebody with me today.
Hello.
So my daughter's with me. Yeah. It is. Laura says, hi, little fork. Andy says, hey there. But this, where I was, I'll post a video in like in my Discord of where I was, but that's going to get really flooded. So Sue says hello. Don't do it. Sue says hello. Nanny says hello. She's got some sound effects on her iPad, so she's playing around. Patience, good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if you can hear those sounds or not, but she's playing around with a little soundboard. Erica, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hello. And Woody, I did stop at that one place, but they did not have any. And you know what I'm talking about, what you and I were talking about in mod chat. Yeah, this is a little muddy from the rains. It'll start storming here pretty soon too. But yeah, there are some nice houses here, especially being right here on the creek. I'm not aware of any of them necessarily flooding. For those of you that, I've talked about it before, but that bridge right there, last year the water was up to that bridge. Just below the bridge, I should say. And right to the top of this wall. I mean, the water was going over a tiny bit, it's like lapping over, but yeah, this is pretty nice. This actually is the same creek that goes through my backyard. They're like a photo shoot, looks like, Woody. They brought a little ring light and stuff down there, the diffuser. Yes, a lot fuller than normal. Hey, Adson, good to see you, buddy. Phone. We'll pick that up before we leave, okay? We'll come back down and pick up this trash. Yeah, I'm downstream of this about half a mile. Had a lot of rain here the last couple of days. Serious rain. We're supposed to have close to probably 10 inches between now and Tuesday. Yep, you got the name right. There's another little footbridge. So behind us is a park, which I'll walk up there in a minute, but the ball field, it's another little footbridge. Lots of good stuff here for, this gets picked off by people, but this is the kind of stuff you're looking for when you're mining the cracks in the bedrock. Spots where the gold gets settled in there. Oh my gosh, I left it right there.
Can we sit down?
Yeah, everybody, if you like gaming, go make sure you give Laura a follow.
Daddy.
I like to hang out there quite frequently.
Dad.
We have it set up. It's try who is or shout out. It's one of those two. Yeah, you want to show your drawings?
Two drawings. We have two drawings right now.
There we go. That's it. Yeah, that one, Woody. So Ava wants to show some drawings she's working on this morning.
Eyes. I only have two right now, and then
Okay, you
just
can't
close.
go back. You gotta go back.
Yeah.
So she's drawing an eyeball.
And then just some clothes.
Try and draw some clothes.
The other one I completely erased because I hated the way it looked.
Hi, yeah. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's definitely very good drawing, and whether it's with the pencil or with electronically. Dave, I'm gonna walk up to the ball field. Okay. Do not leave your, yeah. Good idea. Oh, I'm not a fan of the watermelon, huh? Yeah, every tortoise is different. The turtle. The little one I had, he loved watermelon. I mean, they all love strawberries. Strawberries were their absolute favorite.
I want to show him how to do an elevator. I'm gonna go inside the elevator.
Strawberries really good. Yeah, bananas. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate you coming by. So we were down there a little bit ago. Just up here walking around, playing around with your little soundboard.
Let's go. It's your girl, Lex.
Rain says, "That is so cool. My nephews would love that, Ayla." Andy, yeah, it does, huh? This bridge was actually, looks like it says it was donated. I didn't realize that. That building there is part of, on the other side of that, we did the nice foundry, the water-powered foundry. It's still operational. I mean, it's not for production, but now it's just for tours and educational purposes. Yeah, water can be deadly, that's for sure. Couple days, this thing is going to be roaring. I'll be stuck at work, so I'll probably show that. But my guess is by Tuesday, water levels will be probably right in here on that wall. No, I love water. Water, I love. Tonight through Tuesday. Like I said, we're probably looking at like 10 inches of rain. Cumulative.
Gorgeous presentation.
No flood warnings. That may sound like a lot, but we actually get a lot. We get a lot of rain up here where I'm at in California. It's much different than to the south where it's very arid. But we get. Thank you, Woody. Always stay safe. It's not, but it will be shortly. I can tell it's starting to get dark. I mean, we're still pretty, it's 14:09, so 2:09 p.m. right now. No, if they got that much down there, Woody, it'd be chaos. She and I were talking today, she said 3 inches would flood everything down there. It really is, Sarofade. The sound of water is just very relaxing. Yeah, there are places like that here too, Patience, but like I said, up here we get a lot. Now last year, we got like 27 inches in a month. That was a lot. But up here, there's tons of creeks and rivers, and where it impacts things more, especially nowadays, is with, over the years, people have built things and they've put roads in and sidewalks and things like that, and those areas usually flood a lot easier because there's no place for the water to soak in, and it's all dependent on storm runoff. I have no slope here. 1 to 3 would be devastating. Yeah, flat as you are, but like I said, up here in the hills, it's not uncommon. Now it will get high, but like I said, last year it was devastating with the 27 inches of rain. That was insane. We get a lot. We get a lot of here in California. There's a term, atmospheric rivers, especially in El Nino years, which this is. I think this is a land space. It's more than we can. Yeah, exactly, Woody. But these atmospheric rivers basically is when everything's set up just right with the jet stream. It just funnels in tropical moisture south of the Hawaiian Islands, and just funnels it right into California, and just brings just immense amounts of rain. And usually it's a little warmer, so the snow. This one's kind of it is an atmospheric river, but it's not as warm of an atmospheric river. So there are we're gonna have some snow and stuff like that. Yesterday it snowed all day, not right here where I'm standing, just up the mountain here. So this is to the east, and the mountains go up from there. And so we're here in the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas. Sierra Nevada range here in California. Yeah, here it takes a long time for that to happen. Sarofade, I mean, for this to percolate, because most of the groundwater here is surprisingly is actually fairly deep because of all the rock. But you know, a rain this year, they say to actually reach the water table, it actually takes years to actually percolate down that far. That's in most places. Obviously, water table right here, right by the creek, probably be a little bit lower. But it's, I mean, I don't know if this is gonna show, but I mean, this is all bedrock right here. So it really doesn't permeate that. Yeah, this year has been very mild in comparison. That's the thing with El Nino, you never know. There's like a line, if you will, kind of draws through. North of that line, it's real wet, and south of that line is not so much, at least here in California. And so I'm just looking to see if there's any miners lettuce yet. And the line has been like right around where I'm at this year, so it's been kind of weird. But we've not had the cold temperatures we normally do either this year, which in some aspects that's nice. Probably because when I was going up the stairs, the microphone was closer to me. Or up the steps, I should say. Oh, yeah, maybe it was just the way it was bouncing off the concrete and such. But the old red buildings you see there, the barn and such, I mean, those are actually pretty darn old.
I pressed the wrong button.
There's still a lot of original structures from the 1800s here. Just get back down here by the water. The park, they've got little picnic tables here along the water. Little barbecue grills, charcoal grills. Several of them here. I don't know. My daughter found something, has it queued up for Desi if she pops in. Yeah, when you were talking about that brisket yesterday, the smoked brisket, I was like, oh, that sounds so good. You can see some people, perhaps, the pizza in the back there, they have outdoor heaters.
Ooh, yummy.
People eating pizza. Pizza does sound good, doesn't it? Huh. Looks like somebody made with a pine cone there. I can see remnants of it. You smear it with peanut butter, then roll it in birdseed for the birds. Most of the peanut butter's gone now. Big sugar pine cone. Quite big. So in comparison, my hand, best I can do without falling down the hill. You can see it's quite sizable. That's actually peanut butter that's on there now, but yes, those aren't too sappy as much as the gray pines, which I don't see any right in this vicinity. We'll call them bull pines. I know I was looking at that laughing because she was in chat and I had Ava type in there for her, but the gray pines, I was looking around to see if I see one of those trees anywhere, but I do not. But those are the worst. Those are the sappiest trees.
I see myself.
What do you mean?
I see myself. Whoa.
Someone's being silly. But where I was originally, like, so the McCallum River, so where I was in the river where I didn't have signal, well, there was signal there, and I'm not sure I even got on the hotspot on the other carrier. And that long, Woody? 10 minutes? But that is, oh, that one there, Sue? Yeah, it's all stacked rock.
Where does he only need him?
All stacked greenstone. So greenstone is most of the bedrock we have in this area is greenstone. I can tell you now, but it gets actually a very greenish color, like if you crack it up. Oh, the brick retaining wall. Gotcha. Yeah, no, there's not. Yeah, they redid this park 10 years ago, maybe. One of the local Native Americans tribes have a casino, and that they came and basically refunded and rebuilt this entire park.
I'm gonna play some Roblox, but I can still do it while playing Roblox.
Okay.
Check.
But that McCallum River where I was going at, for getting sidetracked here. So where I was just east of basically the inlet to Party Reservoir, where I was 2 weeks ago, where I was on the outlook overlooking the lake. So I was just above that where the river was. I drove down in there hoping there was, like I said, showed signal, and the hotspot didn't work either, and it had full bars, so I'm not sure what happened there. And I was even on Prism, which is better for the bit rates. Yeah, join my Discord if you're not already. It's slowly growing. Appreciate it, but got some lots of travel channels in there, travel themed channels. I'm not sure when yet, but I'll do a just chatting stream soon, which will be probably like a topic of. All right, Nani.
Roblox.
Like bucket list destinations. You know, what's your bucket list destination? One second, I'm just sitting this down here. Flip this around. So you guys have a choice. You can look at the water or you can look at me. Spin it around.
Oh, look at me. In all my glory.
Look at you in all your glory.
Yes. Yes.
Such a goofball. Give me those so they're not shining on you guys.
I'm playing.
So Andy McNabb wants to know how the flute lessons are going, Ava.
Oh. What? Sorry. What you say?
Andy wants to know how your flute lessons are going.
Good.
She was playing Viva La Vida. Yeah. She was playing around the other night, but she's getting slowly better. We're in it now.
How dare I get splinter?
When did you start the flute? October? Or September?
When was the start of school?
The end of August. But you didn't start immediately. You started like a month later. So
yeah.
probably September?
Probably September, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so since September, she's been doing the flute. Getting a little better. Well, that's her first instrument, so she's kind of learning.
And the teacher said if mom gets me an ocarina, or if I get an ocarina, she'd be willing to teach me because she has an ocarina.
You want to learn the ocarina?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you an ocarina.
Because she said if you get an ocarina, then she'd be willing to teach me the ocarina because she has an ocarina.
Okay, we can get you an ocarina.
I just said the ocarina. I just said ocarina like 10 million times.
You did.
straight.
You did. I got you. Yeah, lots of practice, Andy.
Lots.
So I have a second
Second
phone so I can actually see chat better, because on this Prism app, I'm literally looking at a. So you have your phone screen, you know, like so. I'm literally looking at like. That's what shows, you know, a area like that. So it's kind of hard to see it. So I got the other one so I can see it better.
I'm gonna do some Duolingo.
What?
I'm gonna do some Duolingo.
Why'd you say that?
Duolingo.
Why'd you say that?
Because
someone just said that in chat. But how'd you say that?
Someone said Duolingo in chat?
Yeah, Nanny. Nanny lives in the Netherlands.
Well, I'm learning German on Duolingo. So that was random.
You're learning German?
Yeah.
Oh, that's news to me. She says she's learning German on Duolingo.
If you flip it around. I'm learning German. Shows up here.
Yeah, I see it says German.
Yes, I am learning German.
That might as well be Chinese, Andy, for me.
Yeah.
And if she is, she just started, so.
Yeah. I started 9 days ago.
Oh, cool, Sue.
Get started.
I don't think they like the U's like the Brits do, Woody. C-O-L-O-R. Color. That phrase is, this is cool, yeah. Okay, gotcha. I do realize I am outnumbered, because if Adson's here, Patience, you're in the UK, correct? If I remember right. We got Andy, Woody. I don't know who else is there. Yeah, UK. That's what I thought. And then, yeah, Adson. So there's 4 of you. There's 1 of me. Although, if Rain's still here, let's see.
Yeah.
Sue, myself, Laura left.
I did it!
I do have veto power. With a stroke of a pen, I could ban everybody. But I'm not gonna do that. I joke.
How dare. How dare.
Yeah. Sorry, this is bugging me. To me it looks crooked in here on that thing. Doesn't help that it's mirrored. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. The only Canadian here is Sarofade. Yeah, where's JF? JF did say he had some things going on today.
I don't know how to spell that.
All right, that's a good spot for you in a donut. It's funny you said that, Patience, because we were actually just joking. I was joking with my daughter because she loves actually maple donuts, like maple bars.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't spell it that way, Sue. I do spell it the other way, D-O-U-G-H.
It's so hard to type in German.
Yeah, but at least with that U, there's a nice reward, Woody. That's actually my notes for you. It says fancies a chocolate donut. Well, donut is a compound word, so it's technically two, 1 in each one.
I'm on my 10th day login streak.
It was, he did have donuts. That was for his, it was like a stream anniversary, his birthday. Is that when he had the fight? The 500K was when he had that. I remember he had a plate of donuts, you know, that he was grabbing from. Oops, hold on.
Show them.
She wants me to show you that she's got her 10-day streak
On Duolingo.
Duolingo. Yeah, that was a crazy night.
I'm in 10th place on the world leaderboard.
Patience says, good going, Ava.
Yeah.
She has a really cute tortoise. It's very, very small.
I'm 10th on the online leaderboard across the globe on XP.
You are 10th on the leaderboard.
I'm in 10th place.
10th place on the leaderboard.
On the leaderboard.
I don't know anything about that, so that's good.
That has XP.
Nanny, it's funny you said that because second you did that, my daughter all of a sudden just out of nowhere says, I'm going to get on Duolingo. I was like, why'd you say that? So, but welcome back. She's trying to take German, apparently.
Yes.
Which was news to me.
Only mom knows because I begged her for Duolingo.
Your mom knows?
Only mom knows.
Okay.
Well, not anymore because you know. Doggy. Aw.
There's a...
Puppy favorite water. Oh, that's a big stick.
Yeah. So there's a Labrador down there. Playing fetch in the water.
Where is...
We're gonna see yellow lab. Yeah, Nanny says, why not Dutch? She could help you.
What was that one person that I had the soundboard set up for?
Oh, it's a stick, Woody.
Stick. Are they here? Okay. I'm waiting for Desi to join.
Yeah, she might be getting something to eat.
Who? Desi?
Hey, Chirp. Good to see you, buddy.
Chirp as in bird?
We're just doing a little relaxed stream since the one was trying to go somewhere earlier to feed off of something we did before a couple weeks ago.
Did you say chirp as in like a bird chirp?
Chirp the bird, yeah.
Hold it. Yeah, something for them.
You got something for Chirp? What do you have for Chirp?
Yeah, hold it. Could take forever to load. That was the wrong one.
Yep, Chirp.
Hello.
That is a big sugar pine cone. You smear it with peanut butter, then you roll it in bird seed and you hang it up for the birds. But there's only a little bit of peanut butter left on it. It's pretty much been wiped clean. Excuse me. But I was going to show the river that fed the big reservoir I was at 2 weeks ago. But there was just not enough service, even with the hot spot, even with the Prism. It just didn't quite work out down there. So we moved locations, came in here up to the park in town where the creek is.
I was failing to press the correct button.
Oh,
Oh, look, the dog's coming.
But I didn't want to go too far today. I had to work this morning on some stuff at the house and then some other stuff at work. And then we have a storm coming in. Probably the next hour or two should start raining. And then a really nasty storm coming in overnight tomorrow. We should have 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts.
Big stick.
And the higher elevations a lot higher than that. Up to 95 mile an hour wind gusts they're forecasting over the mountaintops. High elevations. So like here you wouldn't necessarily see it, but up there, those high spots. It is, Woody. We get those a couple times a year, but it's never fun regardless. At least we can put that there so we can see the dog. But it's not great for what makes me nervous about this is it's been raining so much the last month. This ground is saturated, so we're going to see a lot of not so much the trees, but the evergreens and stuff like that just falling over. When it gets really windy like that, what do we stand down? So when it's a hazard, we actually have everybody stand down, you know, get in safe locations, big open parking lots, different things like that, because there are times where that's a big issue, where the you know, you got trees falling all around you or poles. Romo, good to see you, buddy.
Waiting for Desi.
But the snow, some of the snowstorms, we do that a lot too, because as the snow starts loading on there, you go in there, you have to be careful, because it's, especially if you start getting wind, a little bit of breeze and wind, or a little bit of warm up. When you have heavy snow in the trees, so you get all these trees, you know, here's a small redwood, for example, so it'll, you know, be all covered in snow. While it's cold, it's not so much of an issue until, I mean, unless it really stacks on there, but you get a little bit of wind, it starts moving that stuff. Or you start getting some, a little warmer, it starts unloading, and everything just starts crashing around you. Tree branches, trees, very, very dangerous. Sue, I hope it's not as bad either, but it's, you know, never know.
I don't care about my brain age.
Yeah, I don't mind wet dogs. I actually like it.
Oh, look, dogs. Just when you said that.
It's up here, bringing us a stick.
Hey guys.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. Say hi, Kona. Oh, don't stick right there.
That's fine. It's all right. Yeah, I don't mind. So I've always had labs, and I love labs. Wet dog is a happy dog, especially if it's a lab. But the
I
my dog,
personally love Irish Spaniels.
my dogs, especially my last dog, that he's been gone, I guess, almost, it'll be 2 years in July, I guess. But you get him near water, he would start shaking and whining and just freaking out. And it's like, oh my gosh. But he loved the water. I mean, it didn't matter. There could be icebergs floating in it. When we go to the high Sierras, and he'd still be out in it. But give him vests and stuff like that too to help keep his body, his core warmer too. And of course, we used to use him waterfowl hunting and retrieving ducks. But he loved water, like more than any other dog I've ever had. He just loved water. But showering, you know, I put him in a shower, close the door and everything like that, and give him a bath in there, and then let him, you know, I could just say shake, and he would do his, you know, shake. So
our cat Jerry loves water.
that's funny, Chirp. I've got a friend's dog's like that too. If it's raining, it will not even go outside to pee. I mean, nothing. I mean, like open the door, let him out, and he'd be like, nope, not today. Come back in. Even though if you had a kiddie pool or you're on any water, he'd be the first dog in that thing. It was always very odd to me. My dog didn't care. He would actually go out. What it used to irritate me is you let him out to pee when it's raining or something like that, to use a bathroom. And he'd go out and lay in the grass and just there at the rain pouring on him. It's like, come on, you knucklehead. You're getting soaked.
Our cat Jerry loves water.
Yeah, Jerry does love water. We have a cat. He's almost 17 now.
That was his best friend.
You open up the shower.
He will go jump.
Shower's running, and he goes and jumps in the shower, gets wet, plays in the water. He's definitely a strange cat. But he and the dog were like best friends.
Yeah, they love water.
Definitely love water. Odd. Oh, so I don't know if you saw it, Chirp, but I did see if this looks familiar. So I had some tweak it a tiny bit. We turned the stick upside down and used that. That was the one you sent. You put in the Discord.
I just accidentally pressed on the atomic.
That's why you have the little badge there by your name. So thank you for that.
I had accidentally pressed on the atomic work button.
But I'm working on I have a whole thing of emotes I'm going to start working on here shortly. So that's kind of one of my goals too, is to get up to, I need some more sub points to open up some more slots to give.
I want to make.
There's a lot of, now there's almost, I'm kind of dreading, I'm already starting to dread some of my scrolling and some chats, because it's, the sheer number of emotes is just getting ridiculous.
I want to get a moat for me.
Well, maybe I'm gonna make an emote for you. Who knows?
Better. If you...
But I want to get on definitely today, since I hadn't had a chance to get the lemon bars. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go on the other phone here.
If I
guess it's because now I can't get it on. This side's loud.
if I cannot get if I get an emo, I'm gonna make sure that it looks like Ender. If you don't know, Ender is my pet. He's a black cat. I love him. He's my baby.
Why not do lemon bars? Lemon bars are delicious. It's gonna make me want one.
Oh, we could go to the chocolate and get one.
Chocolate doesn't have them anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, and Adson's 2 new emotes is a nice little 3D spinning heart. And the other heart there.
Where's Desi? I hope that Desi joins.
Then Adson also is a gamer. If you
I'm a gamer.
if you want to give him a follow, but does a lot of gaming.
I do a lot of gaming on my TikTok too. So yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I saw the new Frank emotes, and then the clapping, the infinity, animated footprints that blend into the next emote.
Ooh.
Guess I'm not quite sure what you're saying there, promo. Animated footprints that blend into the next emote. And if you are good at animated emotes, oh, that'd be kind of cool. I see what you're saying, Promo. That would be cool. Promo, are you in my Discord? If you can put a note in Discord to remind me, that's actually not a bad idea. But if you're good with animated emotes, that's where I'm struggling with somebody with animated emotes. I have somebody who's going to work on some other emotes. Some of the animated ideas, I just don't know how to do that. My skills are very, very, very limited. Yeah, I was just thinking that is pretty cool. Huma, all right, good. And I'm going to talk to you too, Huma, about what I reached out to you today. About something. I have a complicated one. I'm going to see if it's even feasible. I think it is. Huma, how are you today? Hopefully everything's well down there, down south. Fellow Californian. Although he's a lot farther south in the direction of Laura. And probably, well, I don't know exactly where you are, Huma, exactly, but he's solely 300 plus miles north of you. No, Laura's farther south than all of us. Yeah, and your rivers, Huma, are all concreted in nowadays, I'm assuming. Not too many natural rivers down there anymore.
I'm close to 200 followers now.
You're close to 200 followers on what?
TikTok.
TikTok. I didn't know you were doing that.
I can show them my...
Yeah, I know there's a lot of them.
I can put my TikTok on screen if you want. What the...
I know I've seen a lot of the rivers down there, you know, this just look like big giant concrete. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Maybe in the centers and like where the natural river's flowing. Because I know obviously the sides are all concreted as well, even on the bottom, and some of them I've seen. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we don't have any like that up here. It's all, everything's natural. There are so many rivers up here, it's not even funny. But there's a lot of water. you know, rainfall in comparison. I mean, you know, 50, 55 inches of rain a year is normal. Okay, sorrow fade, now you don't have to feel so bad. You're not the only Canadian here. I think maybe the way that they do that, Huma, is a couple reasons I'm thinking of. I mean, it's going to curb erosion, but if you have the walls being concrete and you've got that water running below it, you're just going to undermine that. If you don't have the concrete there, at least to the edge of the walls. Jeff, good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Are you still working on the like outside or inside stuff for the caulking? Hello. Good one, Andy. I like that. But I did shower. It was due, and I went for the video. Yeah, I was actually just looking at my shower, thinking I need to peel that off and redo everything. Literally last weekend I was looking at that, so I need to go buy a new tube. I don't have one that's good. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all in for puns, buddy. Oh, that was loyalty that did that. I was trying to like, who gave you a 600-second timeout? It was loyalty I remember now. But I do have, should be here hopefully this week. It was a little delayed, but I do have a microphone coming. Oh, it's Aaron Stream. It was you on Aaron Stream. Oh, that's right. No, I think somebody gave him oh, it was in Discord loyalty, tried to do that in JMOs. Who are we timing out? Nobody. What yet? Nobody. I did buy a microphone and a boom arm to build stream inside. I think the camera I have will work initially till I can get going better. That's the first thing that should be coming this week. They had some shipping delays, but it looks like it has just now shipped. And then the next plan will be I have a light that'll work, I think, in the short term, but is to get some lights, and then down the road, even potentially a green screen. I do want to be able to stream from the inside, from the PC, so I don't have to be dependent on weather. I've got videos I can show. You mean like a microphone, or are we talking about exactly for the phone, Andy? But yeah, I do have some scuba footage, plenty of scuba footage and pictures, video, and there, a lot of it's still raw. It needs to be cleaned up and edit. So it's like a double edit for those, which is kind of hard to explain. But you basically have to first edit the images and tweak them a lot, because even with the filters and everything like that, and some of the lights, underwater photography is a challenge. All right, Woody, no problem. Because you are, especially the deeper you go, you're losing light, natural light. Oh, that's good to know, Andy. Yeah, I'll hit you up that later. So, but so I ran through a program which I'm just still trying to learn, so it's taking me a long time. Is Lightroom. Is you go through and kind of tweak things like that, because no matter what you do with your cameras, do your white balance at depth. You have your lights, but without having red. Your reds coming through, things look really funky underwater. So everything looks blue or green. So you got to tweak a lot, do a lot of edits. There's a lot of things to do. So that's on my bucket list, JF, is to do a stream underwater while scuba diving. So it'd have to be wired. And because obviously, and I wouldn't necessarily be able to see chat or anything like that, but it'd just be at least have the stream of the, so there's two things you'd have to do. You'd have to have somebody to be a tender, and you'd have to use a full face mask with a microphone and audio, so I could at least maybe talk and do whatever, or someone could be talking to me potentially, I could hear. But then also be able to stream that video up. I've kind of looked into it. It's very, very expensive to do it. It's gonna be very expensive. So even still, it's not bad. It's just, it might look a little bluer. And actually, sometimes the image that you see through the viewfinder or real time is actually sometimes better than what actually captures on the film. I don't know if that makes sense, but I do use lots of lights. Typically 2,500 lumens when I'm diving. I could go 5,000, but 2,500 is what I use typically with just the GoPro. Even with the actual cameras, 2,500. I don't have all the other stuff. It can get really expensive really, really fast for like professional level photography underwater. Yeah, I just want to get to depth though, Chirp. I mean, it's so it's just a goal of mine to do it at some point. But the I'd like to be at 60 feet, or 100 feet deep in stream. I mean, just one time. So there's lots of things. Obviously, you got to have potentially a satellite link or something. But some way to have a reliable signal get out, be able to have audio, because I'm sure it'd be nicer for those watching to be able to hear. I could say, hey, there's a moray eel, there's this fish, that fish. It's just cost. The cost. It's gonna be expensive. It's not cheap. I've kind of looked into it already, and it's some of the stuff I'm like, I'm about had a heart attack. So the best, but it's something I'm gonna look into. It's something I'm gonna do. Just to have a decent video feed is yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But to stream from the boat, that's what I would do too. Just audio and video feed up to the boat, and the boat streaming.
Does depend on?
I don't know if she pops in or not. But you still need to have a reliable service signal. There are some places where offshore it's not so bad. It's actually better than on land sometimes in the islands, in the Caribbean and such. Honduras, I think, would be a challenge. But I need to do something dedicated. I need to have a dedicated boat, need to have different things. But yeah, I don't mean like actually streaming my streaming device from underwater, but just getting the feed up to somebody on the boat. That's why I said a tender, someone who's kind of watching the stream, and could relay things to me. If somebody had a question or whatnot, I could, hey, what's that blue fish or whatever? I could tell you what it is. Oh, that's a Creole wrasse or whatever the case may be, or that's a parrotfish. Yeah, it is real pricey. So I'm gonna have to try to figure something out there. But I think we're way beyond that, Jeff, because even all the stuff I've kind of looked into that, you really want to be tethered to have any. If I'm going to all that trouble, I need to make sure it's going to work. So, but what I was thinking about doing, I was going to play around my cell phone in the creek this summer, because it is waterproof, and I am going to try to stream just like under the water, just see, okay, where is it, just to test, okay, where, like on the phone, can I get to the 10 feet or not? I don't plan, well, the creek's not that deep anyways, but I just want to experiment just to see what it does. If I held it just under the water, would it work? Does it cut out the signal? But what I want to do, I think, is get a hold of somebody that kind of does some things like that. Not necessarily another streamer, but because I haven't actually been able to find any streamers that do that. Sorry, Faye, go enjoy that time with your family, man. Yeah, it's too cold to do it right now, Chirp. But I want to play around a little bit and see. But there's got to be somewhere out there, somebody I can hire, whether that's in Hawaii. You know, it's going to be somebody, but they might have some of that stuff. I'm thinking you're about right, Huma. It's not going to be very far. Now my, because I'm all wireless basically for my dive computer and my air sensor on my tank is all wireless, but that's basically Bluetooth. That's a little different, but we're in real, I mean, always in close proximity to it. So, you know, I'm never more than, I'm just thinking if I outstretch my arm and the tank's behind me, I mean, I'm never more than 3 feet away. That signal's never more than 3 feet away, and it works. But I've had it on the boat, and it seems to work fine too, where I've had it, you know, I could be on the other side of the boat and still see the, because my dive computer is actually like a watch. You know, I have all my wrist there, and then I can actually see everything on it. I can see air pressure, remaining bottom time, depth, everything, you know. Nanny, have a good evening. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Yes, Chirp, agree. Well, I need to get like some people that have some technical expertise in some of that stuff that have done things, and maybe taken out somebody that's done some, you know, through various charters and stuff that have done things like that. You know, whether it's bringing somebody out for just making up a thing, you know, National Geographic or Animal Planet, you know, there's those people exist. It's just a matter of finding them and making it a reality. It'll take a while because it's going to be very, 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 very pricey. Expertise, exactly. I've not been able to find any information about that Adson that I can see. Now that doesn't mean, obviously there's so many streamers on Twitch. It's hard to say. I obviously can't know all of them, but I've kind of Googled it and tried to see, and I've not been able to find anything of that kind of capacity. I've seen a lot of things where people have done some stuff on, you know, obviously then come back to YouTube and different things like that, which I want a live thing. But I have seen some live stuff like on television where they've done things like that at shallow depths, but it was all tethered, and it was a lot of stuff going on. It looked like they had a whole control center on the boat. Yeah, so like I said, getting a camera that can do that, be tethered, being tethered on, I think I could, because even with a non-tethered mask-to-mask radio system in the scuba mask system, you have very limited range on that too. So it's not like you can be untethered and talk to the boat. So you'd have to be tethered for video, you need to be tethered for audio, at least to get the signal up to the boat. I think it's stream, but then you just need to make sure you've got a reliable signal of whether that's a Wi-Fi signal, whether that's, you know, I'd rather not be cellular, but, you know, like you said, a Wi-Fi router would be perfect. And I'm actually thinking about getting, even for myself, just even I was actually looking into some things for just a cell phone booster. Yeah, I've seen that too when I was at, which aquarium was that? Monterey Bay Aquarium. I was trying to think. I've been to a lot of aquariums. Turn that down, please. Thank you. Monterey Bay Aquarium. They're in there feeding the fish, and they're talking to you. When I was at Georgia Aquarium, the guy there, he was tethered, but I don't know if that tether was for what exactly. Because he had tanks on. Because you can do like a hookah system, which your air source, you're using an air compressor at the surface. We actually use that dredging for gold. So you use a hookah on your dredge. You have a compressor running at the surface, sucking in fresh air down to a thing, and you're exhaling through a regulator, but it's bringing your air in that way, instead of actually having a tank. But I've seen some people do that at aquariums and that, so I'm not sure if their tethers are, yeah, definitely a lot more stable. I mean, I would think they definitely have a stable environment to do that in. When you start getting out and about in a wild environment, things are different. But it's just a matter of trying to find the right people with the right knowledge that could help me out. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that's probably say, oh, you know what, you want to do that? That's easy. Let's do boom, 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 boom. You're done. I'm like, oh, I'm sure that's the case. Sorry, I'm keep looking at the other phone. But yeah, but once you leave the comforts of quote unquote civilization, things get tricky.
What the hell?
Sorry, just looking at activity there. Thanks, Adson. And not really, Huma. So the stuff I have for air with the hookah stuff, that's actually not as expensive as you think. So I've been down 25 feet on a dredge with a hookah system, and that stuff's actually not bad. It's a lot cheaper than you think it is. I was actually looking at something when I was in, might have been Turks and Caicos, but they had basically a hookah system set up on top of like a surfboard, not really a surfboard, something like that. And so you could do kind of then they called it snuba, S-N-U-B-A, so like snorkel, scuba kind of a thing. So you weren't breathing just through a simple scuba or through a simple snorkel like that. You were breathing through a regulator and such, but and so as you were swimming along, that surfboard followed you, and obviously you're timed, what you're going to be under. It's not they're not going to let you run out of air, but
Dad?
yes,
So can we get going? So it's time to get hungry.
a little bit, yeah. So there's a lot of challenges, but there's a lot of different things to think about and ways to do it. Like I said, but where my challenge is, I want to try to get deep. I think that would be really cool. Film from a wreck, film from a reef. But the deeper you go, it's hard to explain this. So a lot of places where you go in the world diving, at least where I've been, the deeper you go, the better stuff you get to. Yeah, I would do tanks, Huma. I got plenty of tank stuff for that. So I wouldn't do air at 100 feet. But the deeper you go, so your corals are bigger, your sponges are bigger. Usually you see a lot bigger fish. Sorry, kids heading up to the basketball court. Just a lot of different things. The shallower you are, typically you'll find your smaller fish, more of a nursery type scenario, some of the reef. But some of the cooler stuff I've seen has been pretty deep, and I can go up to 130 feet diving regular air. If I'm diving nitrox, which is a mix, kind of depends on the blend of nitrox, how deep I can go, and the time limits. But I can get a lot of bottom time. So, but as you're 100 feet deep, your bottom time in general is really short. You have a really short period of time just to be like that, unless you're a tech diver, and I'm not a tech diver yet. That's the plan one of these days. Because tech divers, you can get 200, 300, 400 feet depending on what level you are. Recreational diving, 130 feet is the max. And that's as deep as I've been, which is deep. It gets very dark. Starts getting dark pretty quick down there. The deeper you go. So like I said, that's a life goal. At some point in my time, that's going to be something I'm going to do, is a stream from underwater. So it'll be a challenge. There's a lot to do to make that happen, but it won't be anytime soon, but I will do it. I will do it at some point. Figure out a way. So anyhow, we'll probably gonna wrap it up here pretty quickly because it's starting. I suspect that this storm is getting closer because it's starting to really get cold. Darken up a little bit here. So I don't know if that's visible for you guys, but I don't want to be out here when it starts raining, pouring rain. So some things to do, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Jay. I feel it'll be a while, but life goals, life goals. Whoops, what did I just do? just hit a button and on my other phone and did something weird. But anyhow, let's go ahead, and if you guys don't mind looking for somebody, so I mean, I kind of look in here. I know Carrie Ann's on, Tangerine, Katie's on, Voice Unmuted, Steve Forward's on, Bole, but Chris Taylor's on. But some of those guys have been on for a while. If you guys want to find us a raid target, our promo code. Thank you for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, I just wanted to. Mark Allard. I'm not familiar with Mark Allard. I'm always willing to give somebody an opportunity. Thanks, Chirp. And yeah, I'm gonna still want to look up that video, try to find some videos like you were talking about for the drones and knocking off the snow. Thanks, Woody. Yeah, I don't mind if you guys want to. We can go over and check out Mark Allard that Promo said. Then that's fine. I'm always down with trying to find somebody new. You always go to the same people all the time. You know, you yourself don't discover a new streamer. I thought it was all Canadians, JF. Someone new is good. Yeah, I agree. Let me get in here again. Do the dashboard. Oh shoot! I still forgot to. I don't think it's going to do this here. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't. I forgot to. I still keep forgetting to resub Stinking Stream Elements. I need to do that. Keep forgetting. But like I said, on this Prism thing, I can't do that. So it's kind of hard. I need to do it from the. I guess from the office. And I see there's a couple follows from earlier I didn't see, but Peter Barg and Reef Breaker TV. Thank you for the follow if you're still around. Appreciate it very much. And I'm just going to copy that one. I appreciate you all being here and stopping by. Like I said, I just wanted to get on before the storms came. And work this week has been a nightmare with all the storms, and it's just going to get worse. So yeah, I need to sub the bot, but like I said, I don't have. I don't think it's going to work from this because I don't have. I think on my other phone, I don't think I have a method set up for that. I'm going to double check, but I don't think it's going to work. Whoops, dang it. I'm going to try. I need to do it from that. Versus, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm just kind of wrapping up because I'm trying to get away from the storm here. We were... and someone gets Versus a shout out, please. Versus is a very, very talented violinist from Mexico. Good friend of the channel, a good friend of us. We had some very good conversations there. Yeah, it's not letting me do this here for some reason. Try one more time. Yeah, it's a creek. It's actually the same creek that you've seen before. Thanks, Woody, for adjusting that. We've been on the bridges down before. And then here with my daughter today. Ava.
Bye.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool houses here. Versus, there really is. People saying bye to you, Ava.
Bye.
Woody said bye. So, yeah, thank you all for being here. And
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
let me pull up my other thing because I'm gonna see if I can even see the raid. I don't know if you've initiated or not because I'm not seeing it on my other phone for some reason. Sue says bye, everybody says bye. Much love to you, brother. I'll be thinking about you. So like I said, if you haven't, not in Discord, Mark Allard, Woody, M-A-R-C, then A-L-L-A-R-D, I believe is what promo code said. If you click on promo code's name there and see what, go back and look at his chat comments, maybe copy and paste that and search. Yeah, there you go, thank you. There you go. Okay, so I can see the raid countdown going. So, appreciate everybody for being here. I'm basically gonna raid and run. I'll be kind of lurking, but I still have to drive home and such, pack things up, drive home. It's always a little challenge being remote. Yeah, lunch does sound good, doesn't it, Ava? I'm hungry as well.
Yeah.
So Andy, thank you. Everybody, thank you.
I haven't had food since breakfast. Oh.
Arceus, take care, my friend. We'll see you soon. And we've still got a little bit of thing going here. Breakfast is a good idea, JF. Yeah, I did have some eggs this morning, and put some cowboy candy, which is the pickled jalapenos with kind of a slight brine. She never came back on. So
I was gonna play the cowbell.
I know you're gonna play the cowbell sound for it, Desi. I know. It was really good. Yeah, but I had breakfast for me was, it's 3 p.m. here now. 9 hours ago, 8 hours ago. So
I haven't had
long
food
time ago.
since breakfast.
Jalapeno, yeah, I love it. All right, take care, everybody. Looks like it's rating. Yeah, it's lunchtime now. It's almost dinner time, actually. All right, let me shut this down. Let's
Moscato!